Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for YANJU OGUNFIDITIMI.
May 2013. I'm in a track meet, 12 years old, fastest on the team, about to beat the school record. Going so fast, speeding down. All of a sudden, crash! I tripped over my own 2 feet. And my head met base with the hot concrete. And that moment, that small moment that I spent laying on the floor, that was the moment that my journey began. I got up not too long after just relaxing on the ground for a minute. I had a bruise on my knee, a sprained thumb, and a pounding headache. I was raced to urgent care, where the doctor told me, you might just have a small concussion. Nothing too bad. Just go ahead and take some Tylenol, take some Motrin, get some rest. You should be fine. So I did so. Did that for about a month. Over that month, the headaches that I was talking about got worse, the pain in my head. And it went off of a pattern. It was first maybe today and not tomorrow, maybe in the morning, not at night. Just had these strange patterns of headaches. And then progressively, slowly getting worse. But I didn't mention any of this to my parents. Summer is kicking off. I was gonna turn 13 that summer. All I wanted to do was hang out with my friends, have a good time, enjoy myself. And I know that if I told my parents that I was in pain still from the fall, they would make me stay home. They would make me stay in bed and take medicine and try to get better. And I wasn't gonna have any of that. I wanted to enjoy the summer, so I decided to keep the pain away from them. Thought it would go away anyways. By July, that secret had to come out because the headaches became so terrible and everything just took a turn for the worst. The headaches were so painful that I could barely move. The pain forced me to tell my parents. And so I said, Mom, Dad, I've been having headaches for a while, and they're not going away. They're actually getting worse. And I'm starting to become worried. They said, okay. So they take me to the doctors. The doctor again tells me, you're probably just a minor concussion. Take this medicine and you should be fine, get some rest. But just to be safe, let's just order an MRI. I don't think it's anything wrong, but we'll have you get an MRI, so that's okay. All right? So I had that MRI, and this was in the month of July. July 16th was the day of my MRI. I was brought in to the place and the hospital, DMC. I had my MRI scan, it was quick, and I went home and did what I've been doing, staying in bed because I was in so much pain. July 17th, 2013, I get a text from my mom. It says, pack your things, pack some underwear, we're going to the hospital and they're going to admit you. I'm so confused, but so tired. At this point, I couldn't even move. I could barely get out of bed. All I wanted to do was just stay home, but I guess we're going to the doctor's office. So reluctantly, I packed up all my things and waited outside for my parents. They swooped around the corner, picked me up, and we were racing to the ER. That car ride was absolutely silent. Not a single whisper was murmured. Nothing was being said. And surprisingly, I didn't ask any questions because I was in so much pain, I didn't even care what was going on. I just wanted to get some rest. We came up to the ER. Mom rushed to the front desk. She says, I just got a call from the doctor. They said that I need to bring my daughter in for emergency surgery. They said that she needs to remove a tumor from her brain. The word tumor got my attention. I'd heard it once in science class before, but I didn't really know anything about it. All I know is that it was a mass, so I figured, okay, well, there's a mass in my head, and they're gonna take it out and everything's gonna be fine. All right, let's get this done with so I can go back to my summer. So they pulled me back to the room in the ER, and the lady was getting me ready for surgery, and she says, well, now comes the part where we have to shave part of your head for the incision site. I start freaking out. You gotta shave my head. This is my hair. My hair is everything. I'm 13 years old. My hair is everything to me. And I'm throwing this huge fit in the ER, and I'm like, I mean, you can't cut my hair. Huge just episode there, and finally, reluctantly, I let her shave my head for the surgery. Went into an 8-hour surgery. Don't remember much from then, but I do remember that I was in the hospital for some time, maybe a few weeks, and then I went back home. When I went home, I stayed in the basement. We had a finished basement, so there's an airbed down there, there's a kitchen down there, a bathroom, TV, everything was down there. So all on one level, so I wouldn't have to keep climbing up and down the stairs after surgery. Being home for a few days, my best friend Emma came to visit me. And as we're talking, Emma says, Yanju, do you know? And I say, do I know what? She says, do you know that your tumor is malignant? I say, what's malignant? I'm just a kid, I don't know that word. Don't know how to spell it, never heard it before. She says, well, malignant means cancer. Do you know that you have cancer? And at that moment, it had dawned upon me because I realized I always had the feeling that I had cancer, but everyone's always tiptoeing around the bush, avoiding the use of the word, so there's that slight hope in me that maybe I don't. No one said anything, so maybe I guess I don't. But I told her that, I always had the feeling, but no one said anything to me. So she was the first one to tell me that. I confronted my parents that night. I said, well, Mom, Dad, is it true? Do I have cancer? My mom says, yeah. Yeah, honey, you do. But it's going to be okay because you had surgery and you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. My dad, who was also a doctor at DMC where I went, he was able to explain to me what cancer is, what treatment is, and how I'm going to go through radiation and chemotherapy. One of the things that he noted, I remember, is that during chemotherapy, you're going to lose your hair. And that feeling that I had in the ER, it started to come back, like, oh, I really just don't want to lose my hair. But you know what? He said, that's in December. I don't have to worry about it. It's fine. So I still have time to enjoy myself. I stayed home for about another 2-3 weeks or so before I needed to start treatment. Radiation, so that came first. Radiation, we went to the radiologist, and the doctor was telling me the process, how everything is going to run, and he mentioned at the end of his description that one of the side effects of radiation is losing your hair. And it was at that moment that it kind of dawned upon me, like it all became real. Losing my hair kind of symbolized cancer taking over, and at that moment I realized I really do have cancer. And just broke down in that radiologist's office. I started crying. This isn't fair. This can't happen to me. Why me? I was gonna lose my hair and I wasn't ready for this. I was gonna have cancer and I wasn't ready for this. I was able to calm down, fortunately, and I had to buckle down. School was starting around the same time. I was starting the 8th grade. 8th grade went pretty well. I had a lot of supportive friends. My school was supportive, made sure that I didn't have to get held back just because of this, and all. Of course, with every situation, you get bullies. I've had people tell me that I looked like an animal, that because I didn't have any hair and my ears were pointy, that I was ugly because my radiation medicine made me gain weight. One person even told me that I should be dying in the hospital instead of going to school. These things got me down, real down. I took those to heart. Like, why am I here? Is this true? I used to believe those things were true about me. My mom gave me some good words of wisdom. She says, see, when you're down like this, the devil is happy. And that's not okay. So I began to tell myself, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. You're beautiful, you can do this. Don't listen to the bullies, you can do this. Because if anything was gonna get me through cancer, it's attitude. My positivity is gonna drive me through this. So I had to keep my positive attitude up. And I did. And that got me through 6 weeks of radiation and 6 months of chemotherapy. Thank you. So May 2014, I was pronounced cancer-free. I was so excited. There aren't enough words in the dictionary to express how happy I was that I was done with everything. I was finished, all gone, cancer-free. I had beat cancer, and that made me feel like I could do anything I wanted to do. I could be anyone that I wanted to be because I beat cancer. And now, I'm 17 years old, 3 years cancer-free. I have my associate's degree. My hair is back. I have great friends, living my life like it's golden.
YANJU OGUNFIDITIMI.